As Nova Scotia closes the books on the 2025 budget, there is a climbing deficit that's expected to reach a record $1.29 billion by the end of the fiscal year. Now, this is prompting warnings of potential program cuts, even as the finance minister insists they aren't looking at any tax hikes.
Each year.
Given the deficit and looking ahead to 2026, a fiscal pullback is likely on the horizon.
We have to let the growth in revenue and the growth in spending kind of match, so we need to slow down the growth in spending.
While revenue growth remains modest, up just 0.9%, spending is accelerating. Expenses were up 4.4%, or $719 million more than was budgeted for. Biggest cost drivers remained healthcare, $416 million, while government restructuring and shifting priorities cost taxpayers an additional $172 million, but Lohr wouldn't elaborate on where that spending went. And the summer wildfires, those costs soared, totaling $33 million. And natural disasters like the drought cost the Agricultural Department an extra $3 million. These pressures are fueling talks of cuts, although Lohr wouldn't say how deep, except that more details would come in the 2026-27 budget slated for release early next year.
So we have put a hiring directive in place for civil service to make sure that when we fill positions, we are strategic about it. That will result in savings over time. And we can do this without impacting frontline workers. We're also looking at reducing grants and programs that cost government by 10%.
Asked if government has a spending problem, Lohr didn't deny things are costing more, but got political, framing the spending as a catch-up after years of underfunding.
We had 8 years of very little investment in many of these issues. We felt the need, I know I felt that in my 8 years in opposition, let's get things done.
Opposition critics argue while spending has put the province in a record deficit, it's done little to help Nova Scotians trying to make ends meet.
That we're on is not sustainable. We see GDP growth slowing down, and they're ignoring that and spending more. What we need is an economy that matches government, and we continue to increase the size of government while our economy suffers.
While there were no concrete answers on how the government plans to cut the deficit, Minister Lohr confirmed no tax hikes are planned. Jesse Thomas, CTV News, Halifax.